guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Koua, and in today's video I will be doing a mom tag. In this mom tag I will be answering a few questions about mommy related things and baby related things, letting you get to know who I am as a mother. And if you're relatively new to this channel, my name is Koua, and on this channel I post a lot of mommy related videos such as this one, the mom tag. And I will also be posting a lot of vlogs with me and my son, and I post a lot of cleaning, organizing videos, and baby and toddler related stuff. So if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what other ideas I should do for more future videos, and also click that subscribe button, and also click onto that bell button to get notified every time I post a new video. So let's get started. First question, how old were you when you had your first child? I was 22 when I had him. Just turned 23 now, but when I had him I was 22, so yeah, there's that. What was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months? I want to say the hardest thing about being pregnant was not being able to eat or drink a lot of things. Like, I craved a lot of seafood, which I normally don't usually eat, but I did when I was pregnant. I was craving it, and you know, you can't eat seafood when you're pregnant, so that was hard for me, not being able to eat a bunch of things. Another hard thing that I had to deal with when being pregnant for 9 months was I had gestational diabetes, so I had to track everything that I ate, and I had to, you know, test my blood sugar every few hours or so. Changing my diet, keeping track, logging it down all the time was pretty difficult for me. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the only hardest thing. Next question, in your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off? I'm not gonna say way off, but definitely not as accurate or like as I heard. My childbirth was like a movie. What I've heard about childbirth was that, of course, yeah, it's gonna be painful. Not gonna be able to eat, or stuff like that. I don't know. Like, I didn't really hear actually any much about childbirth, to be honest. When I was pregnant, I did watch a lot of vlogs and YouTube videos about like other mothers and like kind of like what I'm doing, like sharing their experience, sharing our experience as a mom. I did watch a lot of mommy videos and try to see, like, you know, their birth vlogs and all of that, to kind of get a feel like what's gonna come and what's gonna happen. And nothing that I watched happened to me. So I expected to go into the hospital, get induced, stay in the hospital, and probably be in there for hours in labor, just in the hospital bed, going through all of that process that, you know, women usually go through. But I didn't go through that at all. My birth was just really fast, really painful, really fast. It was only painful because it was all natural. I had no time to get an epidural or put an IV in. I literally was rushed into the hospital, gave birth right when I laid on that bed because I couldn't wait. I will make like another video explaining my whole labor and delivery story, the next 1 or 2 videos. I'll do that. But yeah, so was it everything that I heard about childbirth accurate or way off? I would say kind of like in the middle. Next question, would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it? I think I would. I like that it went by like really quick. I was in a lot of pain. I was screaming in the lobby of the hospital, screaming at nurses, yelling at everybody, swearing. I could have handled that a little differently. I could have controlled my yelling a little more, I guess I could say. And looking back, I think I shouldn't have yelled as much as I did. I mean, I know it's a lot of pain, but I didn't have to yell as much as I did. Advice for someone who is about to have a baby. Me as a young mom and still in college, they definitely take advantage of those classes that are given to you or like available to you. I forget what they're called, but you know, like those childbirthing classes to control your breathing and everything like that. Take those classes, work out, exercise while you're pregnant, not just because you're gonna gain weight, but because if you're more active and like you're working all the time, like, you know, you're more active during your pregnancy, your birthing will be a lot easier than if you were to just sit around all day doing nothing every day while you're pregnant, you know. When I was pregnant, I was pretty active. Like, okay, I wasn't working out all the time, but you know, I was walking to school every day, I was walking to work. I didn't have a car, so I was always walking, you know, just keeping moving. I was never really home that much because and then I worked all the way till I gave birth. A day or two before I gave birth was my last day of work. Working all the time and you're constantly on your feet, being active, it helps with the birth. Just keep active while you're pregnant. Take those classes, take advantage of those classes, and realize that once you do have a baby, it's not about you anymore. You won't have as much time to yourself. Take advantage of that time you have alone to yourself before you have that baby, because once they're here, it's not about you anymore, girl. Like for real. It's not a bad thing. It's a hard thing to adjust to. But the main things I can think of is take classes, stay active while you're pregnant. Come to realize that once your baby is here, there's no you time anymore. Nothing is about you, it's all about your baby. Also, treasure or cherish those moments when they're newborn, because they grow up really fast. And we don't say that just to say that, we really mean it, because it really is true that they grow up so damn fast. If you have your husband or your boyfriend, the dad or the father. Wow, I'm editing my video and I just realized how I said the wrong words. I'm so sorry. I said dad of the father. I meant to say like father of the child or dad of the child. Back to the video. You just gotta learn to communicate with them. That's another advice I can give, is communication. Communication won't fix every problem, but it can definitely help a problem. Just know that when you're in a relationship with the father of your child, you guys will be tired, cranky all the time, and you guys are gonna get on each other's nerves because the baby is asking for your guys' attention 24/7. But just remember, just talk to each other. Know to not yell at each other or blame each other for things that are happening. Just be there for one another. That's really all I can say. You just gotta be there for each other. Communicate with each other. Those are pretty much all the advice that I can think of right now. If I can think of any more, I'll come back to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, next one. Hardest thing about being a mom. What I said, no time to yourself. Before I had Aries, I was the type of person who would like to sleep 24/7, because once your baby comes on their time, not your time, their time, it was hard for me to adjust to no sleep. I think it's gotten a lot easier within this year. Yeah, like I learned to adjust, and now it's a lot easier than before. It's still a little hard because I still don't get to take naps as I want. I would say that's the hardest thing about being a mom, is not getting any sleep when you want. Your time isn't there, like it doesn't exist anymore. It's all on their time, and you don't get time to yourself. That's the hardest thing for me. Most rewarding thing about being a mom. Now, there's a lot of rewarding things about being a mom. I would say the most rewarding is just seeing your child grow and learn. I get emotional, I don't know why. That's the most rewarding thing about being a mom, is just seeing your kid learn and grow into such a beautiful human being, you know. What is the best memory you have involving your child? I have a lot of great memories. I can't think of just one because they're all really great memories. I can't think of any one. All of them are the best memories I have with him. What was the most exciting milestone? I think the most exciting one for me was when he started to laugh. Like when you were able to, like, you know, make faces at him and he was able to laugh at it, because I think that was the most exciting. Worst thing your child has ever done. He is a good kid. He hasn't really done anything bad, but I think the worst thing he's ever done, sometimes he'll be smart. Like, he's a smart kid too, and he knows when he's doing something wrong. So like when he's like kind of like does something wrong, he'll give you like that eye and that little smirk. He'll just look at you and he'll be like like I'm gonna do it, you know. And then we'll look at him and be like, what are you doing? No. And then he'll just be like, and he'll just do it anyway and just laugh about it and look at us. I guess that's the worst thing. I can't really think right now. What habit did you wish your child didn't have? Now, although this could be a good habit, but it's like to an extent, this kid, he will say hi to everybody. He's Mr. Aloha, which is good. I love that he says hi to everybody, but there comes up to a point where it's like, no, he needs to stop this habit. They're just shopping around, older ladies, they're so cute, that would be like, oh hi, he's so cute, you know, everybody wants to say hi to him, which is fine, and he'll say hi. But then Aries starts putting his arms out like he wants to go to her, and we don't know her. She's a stranger, total stranger, stranger danger. But he will just go to anybody, which is something we need to teach him not to do. He can't just go to any random stranger anymore. So that's, I guess that would be the habit that I wish he didn't have. We're gonna have to start teaching him stranger danger. Do you share any similarities with your child, like physically or personality? Dustin would say that he's dramatic just like me, so maybe there's a similarity there. Where would you like your child to be in 10 years? In school, at Kamema, maybe. Playing football, maybe even basketball, maybe even soccer, dancing hula for halau. Yeah, just exceeding in his education and sports. That's where I would like to see him in 10 years. What is something that having a child has taught you? Having a child has taught me patience. I've noticed a difference in my patience since having him, and he has also taught me unconditional love. He's also taught me how to love myself, pretty much. Did you imagine that you'd be a mom at the age that you became a mom? No. Well, before I was always hoping I'd be, and I was always wishing, like, yeah, I want to have a baby young and blah blah blah, but not this young. I really didn't think or imagine that I'd be a mom right now. Describe your child in a single sentence. Aries Kamuela Keola Malor Kuahidai Kamarillo is such a loving, caring, beautiful, intelligent, yet rascal child, and I love him so much. There, is that a sentence? Last question of this video. How have you changed as a person since becoming a mom? I feel like this kind of connects to what he has taught me. Yeah, definitely changed as a person. Patience has gotten better. I love better. This is gonna get kind of deep. Prior to becoming pregnant, I was depressed. I did think about hurting myself because I didn't feel like I belonged. Dustin and I were having problems. I was losing friends in college. I actually almost went through with it. After becoming pregnant, I feel like he did save me. Like, I feel like I got pregnant for a reason, because I was at such a down time in my life. And then once I found out I was pregnant, all of those feelings about hurting myself and, you know, just being depressed just kind of went away. Although I still was losing friends that I thought were my true friends, which they weren't. Like, bye, holy shit, you know. Didn't really care as much. I just thought about my son, what was best for him. He's taught me that I do have a purpose in this world. Yeah, like, he's just changed me as a person. I now think more positively about my life and the world. I just got to keep going, you know, and he is what keeps me going. Whenever I look at him, I know that I have a purpose in this world. I'm his mom. I can't just abandon him. I would never abandon him ever, or his dad. Once I knew that I was pregnant with him, I knew I had to be this role model for him. I'm really thankful that he was put in my life. It's like genuine feelings I'm sharing right now, and I'm not saying this to get attention or views or anything. Like, this is really what happened. So yeah, like, I think that's pretty much it. Is that all the questions? Yep, those are all the questions. This is my son, Aries. Say hi. So that was my mom tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do you have anything to say to them? Oh yeah? Good job. Alright, well that's it, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Can you throw a kiss? Mwah. Bye.